Do you struggle with saving on low income? When every penny you earn is just not enough to cover the bills, setting cash aside for savings is the last thing on your mind. If you want to escape that kind of life, though, then creating wealth through developing a savings habit is non-negotiable. We understand if it feels like you can't afford to, but you never know what you're capable of until you try. Choosing progress over perfection is one of the best decisions you could ever make. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, there just never seems to be enough income. Does that sound familiar? If yes, then let's break down where you can begin looking to try and save. Here are 7 money-saving tips and ideas to help you manage your money with a low income while still enjoying life. Number 1. Adjust housing cost. For many, housing is the biggest drain on their finances, after taxes, of course. So if you're wondering how to save on your low income, it's best to cut or reduce this cost so you can keep more and ultimately save more from the little you make. One way to do this is to assess your housing costs and make changes where possible. The 25% monthly budget rule is an easy way to see if you're overspending on your apartment or home. Divide your annual rent or mortgage by 12 to assess if your monthly rent exceeds 25% of your monthly income. Now, with the last decade or so of a bull market, then a pandemic, and now a downward heading housing market, affordable places to rent or to buy seem near impossible. But this shouldn't stop you from trying to be creative. For instance, you could consider living in a shared space until you can afford it more comfortably. If you own your home, consider house hacking and renting out spare bedrooms to have your property be income producing. If you're a renter, perhaps adding a roommate will help alleviate how much it costs to rent. While we understand that you want your own space, it may make sense to live with a roommate for a few years to give yourself a chance to save more and create a buffer. Affordable housing can completely transform your finances, leaving you with significantly more money to save. Don't let temporary discomfort stop you from this reality. Number 2, use the 30-day rule. We've talked about housing and its drag on most of our finances, but many of us still struggle with spending in other areas regularly, and generally speaking, it's impulsive shopping. The 30-day rule is an effective way to get a handle on this bad money habit. Sometimes all we need to improve our finances, just like any other area of our life, is intentionality. To help take back control, we have to be intentional, whether it be about our finances, our relationships, or our thoughts. The 30-day rule helps make you an intentional spender so you can gain back control of your spending. That way, regardless of your income, you can create a surplus to save. But how does it work? Whenever you feel the urge to spend, particularly for items that are not essentially needed, force yourself to stop. Empty your shopping cart and leave the supermarket or close the browser. Sit down and make a list of the items you want. Write the store name, date, and price to the list. Name the list whatever you want, to-do shopping list or shopping wish list. Return to the list after 30 days to see if the items are still required. If you still want to buy it, consider a more cost-effective way to get it, or budget for it by putting money away over the next few weeks or months. Otherwise, you just saved a few dollars that you can put away as savings. Number 3, sell and buy used items. Another way to save a few more bucks is to sell used items. People these days are happy to buy used items and outfits that still work well or look good. To be honest, you may not always have enough money, but you may have more than enough clothes or other items that can be quickly flipped. Set aside a day on your calendar for a thorough spring cleaning. Go through every closet and storage area. Consider what you should throw away or donate and what items you can sell to make money. Then use services like eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and OfferUp to make a little money. But listen, those funds are not to be spent. If you're surviving already on your current income, you should look to throw into savings whatever you make from this. On the flip side, you too can buy used items for a fraction of the full price of a new one. This way, you'll be able to indulge at a discounted rate, and you'll have more spare money to set aside as savings. Number 4, do a spend-free challenge. There are numerous challenges online, particularly if you're on TikTok. How about a spend-free challenge? In this case, you challenge yourself to not spend any money for a set period, such as a day, a week, or even a month. Sounds difficult, or does it sound easy? Either way, challenge yourself and give it a shot. You can establish some ground rules to spend only on necessities. This challenge forces you to think creatively about what you already have. Simultaneously, you'll be able to avoid purchasing just anything whenever you want. A spend-free challenge, especially when you have little or no money coming in, will open your eyes to finding alternatives to expenses you thought you couldn't live without. Developing your money-saving habits will create new ways to save. This challenge may also encourage you to be smart with your money. Whether it's cooking meals from ingredients you already have at home, going to the park or staying at home for social activities, passing the night away watching TV, or simply reading to save money. Number 5. Reduce expenses on food. No matter how small or large our income is, we need to eat. It's pretty easy to overspend on food. High-cost health food, expensive fast food, and perishables can eat up our budget. You can very easily spend a lot of money without you realizing it. One way to cut these costs is to first make a list of what you need to purchase before going to the store. A grocery list will help you avoid impulse purchases and limit your purchases to what you can afford. Also, avoid overpriced items in the checkout line. They can completely wreck your grocery budget. Again, we frequently spend money on prepared foods for the sake of convenience. Preparing your meals will help you keep your wallet and your waistline in check. Weekends are a great time to prep and prepare your meals for the week, so you can feel good about the convenience you've brought your way all week and save your account from overspending. Number 6. Take up a side hustle. Do you have a hobby you're great at? Why not make a thing out of it? People will pay for anything that adds value to their lives. Perhaps you enjoy making a particular type of craft, or you're an excellent baker, or you prepare that special dish that everyone raves about. Consider offering your services to friends, family, and neighbors to earn extra money. Don't forget to charge them for both supplies and labor. Adding a side hustle to your income is a serious way to increase your savings. Working a few evening shifts at a restaurant or bar after work, securing a few freelance gigs, pet sitting, or becoming a virtual assistant are just a few options at your disposal. If you can do that, you can direct all of the money generated to your savings account. Keep an eye out for burnout, though. While we want you to be as productive as possible, we also want you to prioritize your health over any financial goal. Number 7. Set and stick to a budget that's best for you. Finally, no matter how much money you make, you will not be able to meet your savings goal unless you properly budget and stick to your budget. Budgeting does not have to be complicated, stressful, or restrictive. You simply need to design one that works well for you. You can't meet any savings goal because unplanned money is the easiest to spend. Budgeting allows you to live more frugally. You get to see your numbers, how much you've spent and on what. When you don't have much, budgeting may seem like more trouble than it's worth. A well-designed budget should help you feel empowered because you'll have more control over what goes in and what leaves your account. Even if money is tight right now, you can begin your journey to financial stability. Don't put it off. All you have to do is take care of the pennies and the pounds will take care of themselves. If you found this video interesting or helpful, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Please like and consider subscribing so you never miss out on new content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.